Everything working? Seems so. Except for this menu. Get out of there. Okay. Hello, good morning, everyone. Oh, yeah. So, Analog August has come to a close. And as someone in my Discord said, Screen September is upon us. Return to screens. Tech Goblins RPs, it looks like, right? Things going too well. If I sound tired, it's because I am. But, I'm in good spirits today, and I just wanna, review some stuff with you guys. I totally forgot water, so once this tea is out, I'm going to, grab some water. Yeah. But I'll wait till my teacup is out. You have love your viola or violin playing? Thank you. It's a viola. Actually, my boyfriend's probably not awake, so I can say this. If you like my viola playing, you should stick around, because literally tomorrow, it's my boyfriend's birthday, and I am releasing a cover in his honor. There's no way he's awake, so it's fine to say that. He doesn't watch my VODs. Anyways, but yes, it's his birthday tomorrow, and we're gonna stream tonight if all goes well. There's one little factor that might throw a wrench into things, so that's why I haven't really scheduled it yet, but if we do go live tonight, we are going to be playing Slay the Spire, but with a mod. Consider it like a Duolingo mod, but it's actually a studying mod for Chinese students who are practicing their English for the high school entrance exams. So, basically, we're gonna see if we can play through a run of Slay the Spire, having to essentially guess the English and Chinese phrases. Like it's like match the English to the Chinese phrase in order to do any attacks. So you're using it for its intended use, but reverse reasoning. Yes, exactly. So I'll see. I already find Slay the Spire incredibly hard, so to add another layer of having to figure out what Chinese and English match before attacking is going to be a little bit difficult for me. But I'm sure he will laugh at me, so it'll be good. But yeah, stick around for tomorrow. I got something that I cooked. I have another cover in the works, by the way. Music Box of Fate cover is still happening. I just have to actually draw the music video. So, the music itself is done. All that to say, yeah, stay tuned for this evening. I will, if you aren't in my Discord, you'll get a notification in my Discord when I'm going live. Can I just do ! Discord? Does that work? Yeah, it does. Heck yeah. Hopefully that link still works. Who knows? Anyways, sorry. Can tell I'm sleepy. Alright. So. We did a little challenge together as a community called Analog August, which was basically where we celebrated our analog hobbies and shared about it in my Discord. My friend Princess Raska did the same with her community. And so I opened up a little Google form a few days ago for anyone who kind of wanted to share what they did for Analog August. I'll be talking a little bit about what I did. So without further ado, let's get into it. I want different music though. So just bear with me. Let's find something. What are we not gonna get copyrighted for? Animal Crossing's usually safe. Ooh. Let's do a Animal Crossing for autumn. Fall vibes mix. Yeah, that'll be good. I'm sorry to say I am indeed the stereotype. I am a white Christian girl who enjoys autumn, so this is my season. It is Christian girl autumn, ladies and gentlemen. It's still 85 degrees every day, but you know what? Let me have this. I can't wait for Swathers. It's what gets me through the cold season, okay? Alright, don't... Where... Oh no. Oh no, this wasn't supposed to be here. And I don't know where... I don't know what layer... Oh, here it is. Okay. You didn't see that. Hi, Spidey. Alright, let's get this form. Firefox. Okay. Right. So, I'm not gonna be too particular or in-depth with this. I'm just gonna go through and we're gonna share. It's really simple. I don't wanna overthink things. I'm gonna do more and more submission content on this channel because it makes it easier for me. So this is kind of our, what is it called? Foray? Is that the right word? Anyways, let's get into it. Yes, first foray. I'm glad, because I don't want to use the word debut ever again for myself. Alright. Okay, so I have individual submissions and we're just gonna look through them. So I gave my community this Google Doc. Says, oh, hey, a Bat Bunch. I'm doing a show and tell stream for Analog August. I want to hear about you guys, what you guys did to celebrate. This is a low commitment thing. Write as much as you want. Pictures are appreciated, but not necessary. So this is what my community submitted to me. You didn't think you were gonna be first? Well, here you are, under the magnifying glass. Alright, Merdragon. Hello, Merdragon. What did you do to celebrate Analog August? You handwrite the first draft of a short story. Nice. Handwriting is a lot of fun to me, except my writing is so messy that unfortunately, usually when I handwrite stuff, I can't look back and understand what I wrote. Was edited on the computer, fortunately. Or unfortunately. That's okay. Draw and watercolor traditionally. Okay. Anyone in my Discord community knows that Merdragon is so good at traditional art. Check out my community if you don't believe me. And this Analog August, I was appreciating all the lovely Merdragon art we got. All the lovely bits of every single piece of Merdragon art. Read some White Knight by Jim Butcher, sorry. Reading books is good. Crocheted and knitted in bursts. Man, I wish I could crochet. Mama Bat is a fantastic crocheter. She also teaches a knitting class. The problem is, Mama Bat is right-handed, and I am left-handed. So, I'm not good at following her. Like, even in if she faces me in a mirror, I still can't do it. And I blame it on the left-handedness and definitely not the lack of coordination. Pulled some weeds, nice. Made some weed tea for future fertilizer to save on my compost. I love, like, repetitive tasks like that, like, give your brain a zen mode. But weirdly enough, I love caring for animals. I have a lot of animals. For those of you who don't hear all of the animals in the background of my stream, I have dogs, birds, reptiles, bugs. Yeah, that's it right now. Dogs, birds, reptiles, and bugs. And I don't like gardening. I don't like raising plants. I don't know why not. By the way, what's Analog August? So, my community and I did a little challenge to return to our analog hobbies or try some new analog hobbies for the month of August and share about them. So that's what we're doing now. We're sharing about them. Okay. Cooked some meals to warm up later instead of quick pre-made. Very nice. Meal prepping is always good. I'm trying to get more into cooking myself. I am not a good cook. I'm a really bad cook, actually. But, you know, we gotta step out of our comfort zone sometimes. Gotten farther in one of my 3D puzzles, the fish. Ooh. Nice. I didn't play any puzzles. I'm surprised, because I'm kind of a puzzle person, but yeah. And listen to music on Music Bee. I know that Merdragon has been showing a lot of different resources about Music Bee. It's really cool if you guys ever want to check out. It's a really cool music player. And honestly, any alternative to Spotify and YouTube right now is very welcome. So yes, check out Music Bee. I also returned to listening to music more than having videos on in the background. Specifically, I used my record player and my CD player through the month. And I think I've completely replaced my habit of like putting on a podcast for a drive to just using the CD player in my car. But the interesting thing is I don't own a lot of CDs. So currently in my car, I've got the Stardew Valley soundtrack played on the piano. Leo gave that to me for my birthday, and it's fantastic. It goes through all the seasons and all the different tracks, all on piano, so it's really, really cool. And then I have puppy songs. For those of you who don't know puppy songs, let me show you puppy songs. This guy. So basically, this is the CD. This guy writes a bunch of silly songs about his pups. From anything from, I think the most famous one being the cheese tax. That one went kind of viral. He's also done Big Stretch. Anyways, it's an instant boost of joy. So, oh my goodness. My dog is very upset at something, I'm really not sure. If you can get a CD burner for your computer, you can start burning songs you own already on MP3s to CDs too. I see, I see. Nice. But then, my dear friend and, what do I call her? My colleague? Are we colleagues now? Vanessa Daryl Barnes. Daryl Vanessa Barnes. I need to wake up. Starlight Daryl. The composer of Music Box of Fate. She sent me her CDs, all her songs on CDs. So I've been listening to Daryl's music all month as well. So I've been listening to a lot of Iron Mouse's background music as well as Daryl's own works outside of VTubing. And it's been very inspiring because I look up to Daryl a lot as a composer. So that's what I've been listening to this month. So yes, all that to say, listening to music is a great analog hobby. Alright, how did Analog August make you feel? Did you learn anything? Murdragon says, proud of myself, I'm so glad. I felt like I started to get my drawing skills back to what it used to be in 2016 traditionally. Oh man, I envy you. I have not gotten my traditional art skills back. And I started to enjoy it again. That is the most important part. I also learned that I felt more at peace with just sitting there and listening to music without doing anything. So less mindless doom scrolling to occupy my time. That is the goal for me as well. I may not have the full habit yet, but I am noticing I'm rotating a bit more what I do instead of sticking to YouTube and scrolling for you pages endlessly, which was my goal to lessen. I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you. This is great. Definitely kind of the goal here is to rotate through more hobbies than just YouTube and doom scrolling, because honestly it can feel like we don't have time to return to our hobbies, but I think it's just because our brains take the our brains just take the paths of least resistance when we're tired, and that often just leads us right into YouTube or doom scrolling, but that doesn't necessarily feed our soul all the time. I say YouTube can, but doesn't always. I'm gonna go check on what my dog's barking at, because he seems really upset. I will be right back. I'm so sorry, guys. Hello. Okay, I legitimately, I'm pretty sure he was just barking for the love of the game. There was nothing out there. But he was really going at it, so yeah. You can spam your Gunter emotes. Alright, things seem fine now. So let's go check out Merdragon's. Oh, I should hold on. While we're here, I should be doing this first. Here is Merdragon's shout out. Please go check them out. And let's cross our fingers and hope that Discord lets us. Content's no longer available! No! Yeah, alright. We're just gonna go on the Discord and select some pictures. Why does Google Form just not let me submit photos? It's so weird. Let's go to Analog August. Let's go to... User... At least I tried to make it easier. Thank you. I didn't select the whole thing. I just selected this link. And it just says it's no longer available. See? Tuba-chan was right! Alright. So the best thing I can do is select. Can't you search by user? Yes, okay. My guess, images can embed malicious code. Very complicated though. Okay. Merdragon has image. There we go. Yeah. Search options. How do I use... Oh, from. It's not user. Okay. From. How do I use from? Did they take out from? It feels like they took out from. Because I can't use it. That's so strange. Do you want me to just get the images? Yeah. Sorry. I tried to make this easy. It ended up not being easy. At least the fossil theme from Animal Crossing slaps. Oh, YouTube chat said some stuff. Let's see. Does your car have a port or flash drive you can also use for music playing? No, my car is old. Love the idea of this. It would be great if everybody did this. Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. That's why we're kind of doing it as a community. Yeah, group activities in general would be more interesting. Not many communities have been able to pull that off. Well, we did, kind of. Except for the yam scuff. Gunter was indeed Gunting, yes. Didn't select the whole thing. Okay. We've caught up on chat. Let's see. You'd think it's just from username, but it doesn't let me do it. So strange. Okay, I figured it out. For some reason, I didn't realize you needed the what's it? The 2 dots? Hats. Image. Okay, I figured it out. Yeah, colon. Yeah, that thing. Okay. Let me pull up some of Merdragon's art. Open leak. Yeah. Look at what you guys are missing if you're not in my Discord. Look at this. Look at this full color image. Like, the hair, the shading, the fact that Merdragon can actually, like, draw profiles. I can't. Color pencil. Oh, man, that's amazing. Traditional art, man. Oh, here's another one posted recently. Yeah. Look at this. And also the clothing design, the Morpho butterfly. Oh, man. Just so beautiful. Also color pencil. I don't know how you do it. I genuinely... Oh, this is another one of my favorites. They're all my favorites, but, look at this Jester. Look at the dynamic posing. Look at... Oh, man. It's just so beautiful. Such a beautiful art style. So cool. Oh, yeah. We've got this one. Look at all the detail. I believe this one has some watercolor to it as well, but look at the roses. The gold, maybe gold paint? Gold pen? I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. All watercolor. Amazing. That amount of control with watercolor is not easy to achieve. I just end up, like, mushing everything together. It took a lot of practice. Oh yeah, now we're getting into the Uma Musume territory. Can I show the Uma Musume? May I show the Uma Musume? I don't want to do it without your permission. Okay. Oh my gosh. So, Merdragon has these OCs, and they're, oh gosh, what is the magical horses called? They're super cool, in mythology. And we were on the Kelpies, thank you. We were on the Uma Musume, like, tangent in my community, so I said, what if you're OCs but Uma Musume? And look at the result. They're these giant beautiful horse boys who are now idols. I love it. So great. I love Merdragon and their brain. He's mad, but he looks fine. It's beautiful. Yeah. So, I'm really glad that you were able to enjoy Analog August. And, Cthulhu and Lantis are my favorite of your OCs. Yeah. Thank you so much for... Oh man. Just scrolling through your art is fantastic. I love your art so much. Thank you for always sharing. And Thank you for always sharing your stories and ideas. Here's a little bit of a journal entry. Let's see. Open link. Yeah, look at how beautiful this handwriting is. Handwriting a story. I haven't done that since grade school, but I'm inspired. Thank you so much. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you, Murdragon, for submitting. I'm sorry that the images aren't gonna work, people. I really tried. But yes, please, one more time, follow Murdragon on all things. Okay, next submission. Iris! Another lovely, lovely community member. Hello! My Patronulus is a frog. My patron, us. My patroness is a frog. Hello, so sorry. Welcome on in, everyone. Alright. See, Iris! What did you do to celebrate Analog August, Iris? Finished some miscellaneous projects as well as trying out a new rock hounding spot. Ooh, very nice. Finishing up projects is always nice. It's a very good sense of an accomplishment. I came here from YouTube channel but finally caught you streaming. Welcome on in. We are talking about the analog hobbies we did as a community for Analog August. How did Analog August make you feel? Did you learn anything? It was nice to get a push to finish some projects I've been neglecting. Very nice. And then once again, the images do not work. Oh, here's the fish puzzle from Murdragon. Really quick. The fish puzzle, before I move on. I finally found it. Look at this amazing fish puzzle. Super cool. Very 3D. Such 3D, many wow. Okay, so let's go to Iris's. Oh, yes. Here's the great thing. Okay. Okay. So let's see, starting August. Here we go. So Iris blocked a knitted sweater for the county fair. I think blocking is when you make all the stitches even by doing something to it. But look at this. Look at this amazing, amazing sweater. Look at this amazing sweater. It deserves county fair blue ribbon. Very awesome. Next, we had some pictures of monarchs. Monarch butterflies. Oh, I love their little caterpillars. They're so cute. They have a smell to them. Like, I can smell them through this image. I hope that's not weird to say. But they're a treasure. Hello, Iris! Blocking is when you wash and dry it in the shape you want. That's what it is, yeah. My mom talks about doing it, but I never knew exactly what it entails. Baby caterpillar. Here's another caterpillar. Look at the little feet! Look at the little feet! So cute! I love monarchs. And then here is the rock hounding hall, guys. Look at that. I believe this is called a geode, right? When it's got the crystal on the inside. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh. love the patterns that it's making. I don't know what kind of... Oh, geodes are hollow. Oh, okay. These are agates. Agates? Nice. Beautiful. Oh, I like this one. This is a tiny one, but a goodie. Look at the little striping on it. Very nice. Ooh, I like this one. It's got all these different textures coming on it. It's got like this bubble texture here. And then it's got, wow, it's got like scalloped edges here. I feel like when we are online a lot of the time, we kind of get desensitized to the amazing things around us. Because we're seeing amazing things on the internet all the time, and we can get a little desensitized to just how interesting literally our backyard can be. Like and subscribe if you were a Ranger Rick kid. Call back to Ranger Rick. Ooh, this one's very clean. Nice. Also good photo taking. I am not good at taking photos, as you will see. Nice. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate all of this. Alright. Very nice. Thank you so much, Iris. I'm glad you had fun in August with rocks and finishing up projects. Alright, Cyber! Cyber, my mod and my dear, dear friend. My OG, Cyber Tiger. Made many DIY kits. These DIY kits are really, really cool. How did it make you feel? Nice to slow down and not be connected for a moment, only focusing on the project in front of me. Very nice. Yeah. Let me show you. Hopefully TikTok lets us. I do have a TikTok, so it should show. Yeah, look at this! Look at this, guys. Look at this. If you guys don't follow Cyber, by the way, Cyber has been doing more and more of this stuff, so if this interests you, please follow Cyber. Oh, if I just put shout out, it doesn't shout out Cyber. But yes, please shout out. One of my best friends has been with me ever since we started VTubing. Fantastic voice actor, super good with his hands, very, very skilled, so please check him out. Recently, let me go on my twitter.com and show you guys what Cyber has been up to. Let me show you. Okay. Made a cheesecake. Just made a souffle cheesecake. How? He's also very good at food. He also did some TCG unboxing. Let me find it. Yes, this one. This one. This one's my favorite. I love this one. Look, 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 look. Look, you got CC and Gigi. Ah! It's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. So yes, please follow Cyber. At the very least, follow his Twitter so you can see all of these amazing, amazing builds that he does. And to drool over his food that unfortunately he cannot share over the internet. But yes, thank you so much, Cyber. for sharing. I absolutely love your miniatures that you construct and show all the baking that you do. I really appreciate our friendship too. Thank you for always being here. All right, next mission, Spidey. All right. Spidey did some jigsaw puzzles and board games for Analog August. Spidey says, I started puzzle from another streamer doing puzzles live. It reminded me I never had an occasion to start one. Too addicted to video games. I understand that feeling. One day I passed by a puzzle shop. There was some sales going on, so why not? I bought 2 for the price of 1, went home, and began. From the moment you open the box and dive your hands into a pool of pieces to the last piece that perfectly clicked into the last empty slot, it felt good all the way. I'm so glad. Personally, I have a little bit of a story. So, I have a family that does not travel often. I mean, we would if we could, but like, you know, financially that just isn't in the cards for us a lot. But when I was 8? Yes, when I was 8, we went on a cruise. And it was around Alaska. So it was really, really cool. It was my only cruise experience, but it was amazing. We got to see the glaciers. We got to ride in a dog sled. See so much cool nature. See the salmon spawning. Like, so much cool nature and stuff. But whenever we went back on the boat to sail around, there was like activities for kids to do and stuff as well. But did you know what I did? I sat with the old ladies on the cruise and I did a polar bear puzzle. One of those like crazy, like so many pieces and most of it is white kind of puzzle. It was almost a milk puzzle. And I had so much fun. And my parents were like, we literally, you know, we're literally on a cruise where there's like activities for children and you just want to sit with the old ladies and do a puzzle. I did some of the activities. Yeah. Polar bear and an Arctic blizzard type puzzle. Yes, it really was. Yeah. I have a third puzzle in the box ready to open on the table. I want to give the previous one to someone before starting. Oh, that would be such a nice gift. So yeah, 8-year-old Yam used her vacation time. Instead of like going on fun scavenger hunts or going to the pool, getting ice cream. Nah, I want to do puzzles with the elderly ladies. It was a lot of fun though. I still remember that. Knowing how bad my memory is. The fact that I still remember that, it's like a huge deal to me. Like core memory. Doing puzzles on a cruise. Hi, Silent Somebody, or Slyant Somebody. Welcome on in. We are talking about Analog August reviews. If you've got a question for me outside of this topic, feel free to pop into my Discord or email me. So this is my Discord. Or you can email me at yamalbat@protonmail.com. There you go. All right. Let's see. From the moment you open the door. Okay. Yeah. You look desperately for that piece that goes in that lonely slot. End up finding 2 pieces that click together. Oh man, that satisfying feeling where you've been holding like one piece in your hand for the longest time. And then it's like, oh, I found the place that this one piece goes into. So satisfying. Start sorting the remaining pieces by colors. Yeah, I do that. Second guessing where they could belong. just to whatever and put the window pieces back in the box. Yep. Mix and repeat all the process in hopes of having a match right away. Exactly. Perfect description of how it is to do a puzzle. And the satisfaction to find that one piece you looked for 2 days ago. Yeah, it's better than any gacha game. So true. So true. The gacha games work on our brains because it's like, you've got varied hits and you never know when the next hit of, what is it called? Dopamine? Yeah, dopamine? The next hit of dopamine will be, and that is such a funny comparison, because yeah, I feel like puzzles also give you, like, varied hits of dopamine and delayed gratification in the same way a gacha game would. Yeah. Yeah. As for board games, it was a blast to just spread a board, lots of cards, pawns, pieces, dices, and other tokens, not knowing what they are used for, discovering all the intricacies and relations between each through the rules of the game. And you start thinking how to build your card deck, what card is nice to play right now, what card is nice to keep for later. Yep, strategy. Strategy games are a lot of fun. Claiming spots here, capturing hexagon case there, and seeing the board being filled by bits. After some hours, you see the results of the game. In points most of the time, but also with all the pieces and tokens cleanly and orderly spread on the board itself, representing the whole adventure you had put with your friends during those hours. Oh my gosh. Board games. So, yeah, Cyber, go ahead and just ban that guy. Where's my train of thought? Let's see, but also with the pieces... Oh, yeah. Friends during those hours. So, my family gets together to play board games specifically for birthdays. And, man, it's just a different experience playing board games versus video games with people. Like, I know that Mario Party is a friendship ruiner, but something about, like, instead of facing a screen and everyone facing the screen, facing each other, something about that just makes it, like, higher stakes somehow. And we end up always laughing to tears. Personally, for board games, for like strategy board games, I really like Ticket to Ride, if you haven't played that one. It's a little expensive, but it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like Monopoly, but instead of properties, you're doing railroads. Yeah. And tables can be flipped. We also play a lot of Yahtzee and Scrabble. But we play a specific kind of Scrabble where you can stack letters. Yeah. Adds another dimension to the game. Yeah. Just seeing how others react to your crazy good or bad strategies is so good. So I am, when it comes to board games, I am always going for, I try to be chaotic good, but I just try and cause chaos to give everyone a better time rather than win. That is kind of always my strategy when playing board games. I'd rather people laugh at me than win. That is a better feeling to me. So I always just try and cause some chaos. Same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't play the decks that are the best, I play the decks that are the funniest. Yeah. Morning, TA. Alright, how did Analog August make you feel? Did you learn anything? Simply feels good to disconnect. So real. Either being with myself, facing a puzzle to complete, or sometimes with a podcast on the side to listen to. Yeah, doing something with your hands and listening is also like a good feeling to me too. Or being with friends or strangers, learning and enjoying a new board game. Taking between 3 to 6 hours to play is very refreshing. Yeah, it gives you a full and complete break, you know? Just playing face is a true break from the virtual world. Yeah, like eye contact. How often do we get eye contact? Especially if you have like a remote job, how often do you have eye contact outside of Zoom? So thank you so much, Spidey. Let me go grab your pictures, because you sent them to me. Let's hope they work. If they don't work, that is okay. Because I know where you sent them. Yeah, they don't work. Darn it. Alright, I'm gonna do the user search trick in Discord instead. And I'm so sorry. Next year we're gonna find something else. For this. Okay, from Spidey. And then it needs to has image. There we go. I figured it out. Yeah. Puzzle pictures are in progress. Okay, thank you. Alright. Open link. Yeah. Oh man, this is such a cute puzzle. It's got little wolves on it too. Open link. Here's another puzzle. How long did it take you to do the grass in the sky? I'm just asking. And also, did you get some of the water pieces mixed up with the sky pieces? I must know. That's the third box. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of going backwards. Sorry about that. But here's a progress piece, or progress picture, where you finally got the sky and the water sorted out. You're doing them backwards. I'm sorry. I'll try to scroll to the beginning. Here. Okay. We've got some progress pictures of the wolf. I believe, yeah. This is not the wolf, is it? No, this is... Oh yeah, this is the wolf. We can see the wolf as it is completed. Look at the blep. Look at the blep on the wolf. It's so cute. Open. Little cub has emerged. Very cute. Then we've also got some board game. Deep Rock Galactic, the board game. Fight through aliens in a dark cave to collect riches and get out. Looks so cool. This looks so cool, honestly. Then we've got another board game. These look so much fun. Color the red planet in blue and green in Terraforming Mars, where you play a mega corporation mission to terraform out our neighbor. Look at the board, and look at all the tiny little pieces. Oh my gosh. You can see colonies and like resources and stuff. Super cool. Here we go. Open. Lead an animal preservation project by building the best zoo in Ark Nova. Oh, so cute. I love board games. And then here is the finished wolf puzzle. Framed and everything. Yeah. Weirdly enough, not that much time, couple hours maybe. The wolf one was way longer and way harder. I can see, yeah. Wolf is a painting. Yeah, that makes sense. Ravensburger Puzzles are honestly a great quality puzzle company. Good to know. Hi, Aze! How are you doing? Beautiful. It was a very lovely joy having you update us on your puzzle and board game endeavors this Analog August. And I'm glad you had fun with it. So let us close some of these images. All right. Next submission. Yay! Puzzle is now throning above my PC desk on the wall. I'm so happy. Yeah. I need to figure out how to hang a picture on the wall. I have one of my t-shirts from my merch drop in a photo frame, but I literally don't know how to... I don't know how to actually hang it. Stop by to say hi, having a day off, making lunch. Woo! That sounds like a lot of fun. Alright, Revenant. Revenant 13. Alright. What did you do to celebrate Analog August? Habit building. Great success with daily journal, then with music practice. So daily journaling is what Revenant did. How did Analog August make you feel? Did you learn anything? Journaling was very fruitful to me, and I managed to make it into a habit. What made me skip days at first couple weeks was trying to make up for missed days and doing too much within a day. That is very true. When you're habit building, if you make it too much of a chore or you feel like you need to like make up for lost time, it can demotivate you from continuing with that habit. So I cut back on that and let go of the missed days, and journaling has helped my self-esteem. Oh, I'm so glad. Now I'm able to better prioritize taking care of myself. It's much harder to focus when I'm hungry and sweaty. Understandable. So here's Revenant's YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, Revenant does awesome music, so please check them out. And then let me grab the photo. Revenant. Let's see. Okay, I think I found... Let's see... There was a sketch, right? Yeah. Yeah, here it is. Here's some of Revenant's artwork. I have done batch designing. I haven't done batch designing in a long time, but today's stream inspired me with fictional VTubers. Nice. Look at that beautiful lineup. I love the different silhouettes you've got going on. I love how everyone has like distinct hairstyles. That's really important in like a group design, making sure everyone stands out from one another. I think my favorite character is the one in the middle with the winged helmet. Super duper cute. Yeah. Great job. Yeah, I really like your art style too. All right. Good job, Revenant. Thank you for the submission. All right. Ness. Let's see, Ness. What did you do to celebrate Analog August? Several things. There's things I normally do regardless of the month, such as my board game nights with friends. Flip 7 has been our quick blitz, one that we've been enjoying so far. Hiking with my dad. He loves walking by water. And I continue to sing tons and lots of KDH. Very nice. A completely new endeavor I tried was crocheting. How did that go? I've tried crocheting, as I mentioned earlier. It never goes well, but I try. I picked up flower coasters as a beginner project to work on, and that was tons of fun. How did Analog August make you feel? Did you learn anything? My interests slash hobbies have intrinsic value, but it's really refreshing to be able to share it with a community of like-minded people. Yay! In a way, I feel like I get this experience already in a smaller circle of my friends. For instance, when we meet up with board game nights and get chatting. Yeah. Man, I wish my friends were closer. I'd love to do board game nights. Sharing to the internet is kind of daunting, understandable. But I'm also fascinated because it would be really cool to see how many other people connect with my hobbies and interests. Yeah. Alright, we got a picture. Oh my gosh, this! You really crocheted this? This is amazing. For those of you who don't know, Ness is also a singer with the VTSO. Feel free to check her out. And apparently she has a hidden talent for crocheting as well. Crocheting in board games sounds like a great way to spend Analog August. Y'all talking about photography and playing board games makes me want to pick both of those up. Photography is another great one and allows you to appreciate a lot of the beauty around you. Haven't played board games for quite a long time and photography has been even longer. But yeah, this is fantastic, Ness. Like, this is tough to do. I've tried. It's very difficult, but you did a great job. So thank you so much for your submission. I'm glad you enjoyed Analog August. Alright. Tuba-chan Felina Luna. Alright, how did Tuba-chan celebrate Analog August? With the time I had, I decided to draw in my big sketchbook for the first time in a while. I've been drawn a full piece with only pencil and paper in years, and I was inspired by a certain VTuber's new anniversary outfit, and their recent new original song to do so. Very nice. I also rarely redraw or redo older drawings, so I decided to redraw something I did from 2023 that was digital only. Wow, that's a nice, like, comparison of, like, oh, like, I've done this digital, now see what I could do analog for the same piece. Very nice. Other things that got in the way of me starting other projects I had in mind, though, I will note that I was able to get in some tuba practice this month as well. Let's go! Yeah. A lot of my Analog August specifically was a lot of viola. I did much needed late summer cleaning, and I plan to pick up sewing very soon. Oh man, so... sewing. Sewing is something I did. When I get to my images, we'll see. I really should do some cleaning though. But cleaning can be very, very healing. How did Analog August make you feel? Did you learn anything? I'm usually very self-critical and self-conscious when it comes to my art. I'm so sorry to hear that. Because as you guys can see, Tuba-chan has a very, very cute art style. While I still enjoy drawing on my iPad or my display tablet, my use of digital medium has slowly developed to be a crutch more than a tool. I had this looming feeling to prove myself to others that was unreachable unless I went back to the drawing board, so to speak, and focused more on myself and my desires. Yeah, I think when you get in kind of like horse blinders mode where you're really just making art for others and like trying to focus on comparing yourself to others, focus on matching whatever standards you have based on others. It can be really, really, like, it can just suck the joy right out of it. So just rediscovering yourself and your desires and why you're creating for yourself can be a great way to heal from that. Drawing musical instruments can be tricky, though. Oh my gosh, tell me about it. Fun fact, so, I was on the art team for VTSO. And we had kind of an assembly line going, and I was just like finishing up portraits that another artist had, sketched, and then another artist had colored, and it was just me to finalize things, right? But in the process of getting the tuba illustrated, it was really, really difficult because if you guys don't know, let me show you like a concert tuba. It's a complicated instrument. I'm just gonna be real. Like, it's a complicated instrument to draw. And I was going off of, like, the last person's drawing, and so, you know, when you're looking at someone else's drawing, you don't exactly know the construction and things, so it can be really difficult to, like, parse what should be shaded how and stuff. So Tuba-chan literally had to sit in Discord with me and help me understand her instrument so that I could draw it. It was so difficult. Yeah. The 2 p.m. ACA and HBGM, I feel that. We can scrub it. Here, I'll skip it. For some reason, this is also... I don't know why. That one ain't it. The lunch break is over, back to work. Yeah. Beautiful instrument, but not easy to draw. Exactly. So, I could tell that Tuba-chan definitely had an eye for art, because she was able to guide me through the process of drawing this instrument. And I really, really appreciated how she described things. She gave me great references. And she was really patient with me as I navigated the task at hand. So I could tell Tuba-chan had a great sense for art, even before this challenge. And I'm really glad that she decided to return to art after a while. That wasn't really my biggest concern, as I've done it before. Mileage may vary. Biggest mental challenge was forgiving myself for being at my current skill level. Oh my gosh! Can I put this on a t-shirt? Forgive yourself for being at your current skill level, Tuba-chan. I'm actually writing that down right now. It hits so hard. Forgiving yourself for being at your current skill level is the first step into improving. Oh man. Thank you, Tuba-chan. I took some days off from sketch for several reasons, but mostly because I was fighting the needed to make it look the best feeling. Yeah. That feeling is so hard. Sometimes it's best to just move on from a piece, even though it's not your best work. I'd only go for it when I was in the right headspace for it. Perfectionist mindset sucks. Oh, for real. I understand. This feeling is something I've felt quite a bit with my own work. Nonetheless, I kept at it. Being loose, not precise about it, led me to create something meaningful. Meaningful over perfect. Meaningful over perfect. Oh my gosh. We're getting a lot of t-shirt quotes here. Meaningful over perfect. With the feelings I wanted to convey based on my vision, I really liked how it turned out. I can be proud of knowing I did my best with the tools available to me. I'm so proud of you, Tuba-chan, that despite all of your mental blocks towards traditional art and letting you be at your current skill level, you stuck through it. You know? And I'm very, very proud of you. Because that is so difficult to do. And a lot of people quit because of that feeling. So I'm glad you didn't quit. I think sounding bad at first is the reason I never managed to put in the work to learn an instrument. The pain of each wrong or poorly played note is so strong for me. I understand. And unfortunately, that never goes away. I think the same is with my singing voice. Although I haven't given up, and you guys will get a karaoke from me here and then. And I'll continue to try. Sour notes with my voice just make me cringe so much harder than anything else in this universe. And I am very self-conscious of my voice, so it's tough. But yeah, I really appreciate that Tuba-chan stuck through it. Really like how it turned out! Yippee! Like, serious applause to you, Tuba-chan. I'm glad you can enjoy how it turned out. And I can be proud of knowing I did my best with the tools available to me. Woohoo! Perhaps defeating the purpose, I do plan to render it digitally later and maybe post it, where the subject can see it herself. That's not defeating the purpose, Tuba-chan! The purpose is for you to rediscover your hobbies. Even if it's you use digital tools. I really mean, like, get away from social media, like, scrolling. That is really the purpose of Analog August. Genuinely want to keep drawing on paper, woohoo! And more often. After doing this challenge, I'm so glad. Started drawing on paper on occasion long before I even thought about going digital for the first time. It's been freeing to draw just for myself like this, in a way, and I haven't felt it in years. I plan to draw more often on paper. And mostly for myself. I'm so happy for you. So that I can build up the confidence I had when I was still starting out to draw more regularly. Yay! Build that confidence, girlfriend. I hope to get into the habit of doodling as well, since I was, ironically, not much of the type to do that growing up. That is ironic. You take, like, your personality strikes me as a doodler, so, I am a doodler. I've made it my goal to keep my phone. That's one of the things I'll mention in Analog August. I've been making it a habit to take my phone and put it in my bag for the entire church sermon. I know that sounds bad, but I'm just being honest. I used to have my phone out, and I told it, like, I go to a Chinese church, and I'm not a Chinese native speaker. So I told myself, like, oh, my phone is out for translation help. Which is kind of true, but then, like, in between translations, my mind will drift, and then I'll be checking Discord, and I'll be checking, Pinterest and stuff, and then I drift away from the sermon entirely. So now instead of doing that, I have my phone in my bag so that I'm not tempted to even look at it. I ask Leo if I need translation instead of my phone, and then I doodle in my notebook and take notes. And just doodling and listening to the sermon allows me to keep my attention on the words a lot better than, like, scrolling Pinterest, seeing English, and then trying to also understand Chinese coming in my ears while English is coming in my eyes. That doesn't work. So having a notebook instead of my phone and doodling while I'm listening to the Chinese is keeping my hands busy and my mind occupied enough that I'm not antsy, but also, like, you know, not on my phone the entirety of church, you know? So that's part of my Analog August challenge that went successful. Yeah. Okay, looking at the long term, I do intend, and I would like to keep drawing for a long time. I'm so happy for you, Tuba-chan. I'm really glad you were able to rediscover some passion with art, because you've got a knack for it. Maybe I can take it as a side hustle, but that's a thought for another time. Definitely, if you do side hustle, I highly recommend make that side hustle separate from your passion art. I think what would be nice, and I might do this one day, but like doing a your character here base can be a very good way to make money off of your art without like feeling like it's taking over your whole hobby. First and foremost, I want to have fun with it. Yes, that is the important part. Doing this as a challenge made art fun again. I'm so glad, and that makes me really happy. Yeah. There's a takeaway from this. It's that having Hibike Euphonium as your inspiration to start drawing anime girls with instrument does do something to you, lol. Let me show you guys, if you guys don't know Hibike Euphonium. This is the art reference that I used to draw Tuba-chan's tuba. It is a very, very cute anime. With cute high school kids playing in bands together. And the animation is gorgeous, and the way they actually animated the instruments is also gorgeous. So definitely check it out if you're interested in these kind of music high school animes. It's very cute. Alright. Going back to the form. Do you have any pictures? Let us see. Let us see. Looks like Iron Mouse. Guys, look at this. It is adorable. I hope that you one day want to show this to Iron Mouse, because this is adorable, and honestly, drawing a base with the perspective in it, everything is really difficult, but you did it. Like, look at those parallel lines. I'm so glad that you are picking up art again, because you definitely have something to show the world. And I'm very glad that you are gaining the courage to show the world what you have to offer in terms of art. Because the facial expression is my favorite. It's just so cute. So cute. So wholesome. Cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll. This is it, like, cleaned up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Please never stop making art. Never stop making art, Tuba-chan. If you stop, I'm going to find where you live and I'm going to shake you by the shoulders and say, no, you're not allowed to stop. Because this is so cute. Yes, I'm very proud of you, Tuba-chan. This is fantastic, and this is a great way to end our submissions on such a happy note. I'm so glad that by taking this as a challenge, it made art fun for you again. And I'm looking forward to doing this with you guys again next year. I think this was a successful community challenge that I didn't feel like this actually recharged me. Usually when I do like a community event, it actually like drains me, but this is the one that I feel like genuinely was not too much for me. It wasn't too much work for me to set up. And doing it with you guys motivated me to keep going. And so yeah. All right. I am going to take a quick bathroom break, check on my dogs, and then we're gonna get into what I did for Analog August. So I will BRB. I wasn't ending. I wasn't ending. Oh no. No, Taffy! No, not ending! Oh my gosh. Why am I like this? Hi, Tabby. Hi, Tabby. I hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great stream. We are talking about Analog August, which is just a little mini low stakes challenge that my audience and I did. So we basically just returned to non-digital hobbies for a little bit. Oh, I forgot to shout out Tuba-chan. Everyone, this is Tuba-chan's link. Shout out Femina Luna. Yes. Please follow Tuba-chan. So yes. Whew. I also did a bit of Analog Augusting. I did a bit of analoguing. Which is a little difficult because my job is very, very digital. So bear with me. So, also, I did not prepare any of these, so we're gonna do our best to just go through it. Let me try and scroll to the beginning of August. And let's see what I actually sent, and then we can go back through my actual phone camera roll and find more. Let's see. There's some. Okay, here we go. Okay, so to kick off Analog August, I drew Princess and I used paint pens to color it in for the first time. I've never used paint pens before. These were acrylic paint pens. I am not a painter. I think it turned out pretty well. It was nice that I could paint over my mistakes. So that was my foray into traditional art, and unfortunately, the only traditional art I managed to get to. Because I ended up having to do a lot of digital art in August, which was my one disappointment. But, yeah. The reason was... Let me find this. The reason was... Princess and I wanted to do an all-analog, announcement for Analog August. So, this is Princess's, calligraphy work. And then there's my art here. The frame is actually something Leo brought back from China for me. Then I've got my Yu-Gi-Oh card, my prized Danger Tsuchinoko, which is one of the cutest cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! My Pikachu pen from Japan. More of Princess's calligraphy. We've got one of my records and my favorite pearl necklace. And then we just had a little bit of suggestions. This is like the one digital part. because I didn't want Princess to have to write all of this out. So this was just our suggestions to get people started. Okay, first thing I did, Analog August. I sewed some panels into these blouses because they needed to be altered for my comfort level. That's all I'm gonna say. I love this style of top, but I feel like they're a little too risky to wear in public. So I sewed, so I had a curtain. Yeah, I had a curtain that I bought. These are all thrifted items, by the way. So the blouses were thrifted. And then I also found a lace curtain from Sears in 1985. And we just used that curtain to sew panels into these blouses so that I could wear them out of my house. And now this last one didn't need it, but I thought it was cute, so I added it to this one as well. Here's the curtain that I used. So it's just like this really simple panel. I just cut what I needed out of it. This was $2, and then the blouses together totaled $12. So this was a $14 sewing project. Yeah. So Mama Bat brought out the sewing machine and she taught me how to use it. This was my first time trying to use it. It was really hard to learn how to like thread the needle on the sewing machine, and then once we got it, I also had to practice getting straight lines, which was scary, because I didn't want to ruin them. But I had to remind myself, I just kept telling myself, it's $14, it's $14. If you mess up, you can always rip the seams out, but even if it's messed up beyond fixing, it's only $14. So yeah. Let's see. Here was the actual, like, sewn-in panel after I was finished. Here's another one. Yeah. Gotta lay down, enjoy your stream. Rest well, Tabby. Thank you for popping in. Yeah. Now I need to... Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I've gotta scroll through. Okay, here's the last one. Finished. Open link. Yeah. So I did 2 in one night, and then I did the other the next morning. And I got better as I went. And then another thing I did was I went more places outside with my boyfriend. And I specifically went to a thrift store to take pictures of the ceramic clowns that I found, which was a lot of fun. I'll show you a few things. This was like a whole circus that was being sold together. I have limited space, so I cannot bring these home. But I told my boyfriend Leo, you're in trouble once we have our own place. Once we have our own place, you're in trouble because ceramic clowns are coming into our house. Okay, this is my favorite ceramic clown I found that day. This is actually hand-blown glass. I really wanted to take him home. Like, look at this guy. Look at his face. That's a face. Yeah. Like, all 3 of these could be emotes. All 3 of these clowns could be emotes, honestly. All three of them. I love them so much. And then one other thing I got, or not got, I bought none of this, I only took pictures. It was a plug and play game station. So it's a PlayStation knockoff. Plug and play game system, 300 built-in games, ready to play. And then the same thing, presumably in French. So I am a Vinny Vinesauce fan, and he plays a lot of these on stream. Yeah, he plays a lot of these on stream. So I had to take a picture when I saw one. 'Cause I was just like, this is too funny. In fact, I'm pretty sure Vinny Vinesauce has streamed the game station itself, so very, very cool. I did not buy it. I bought none of this stuff. What I was actually there was for more sewing materials, so. And then next thing I did, you get to see my wire spaghetti because I cleaned my system. I cleaned my computer, I cleaned my desk. But, yeah, wire spaghetti. I had to take this rug out of the room, so I had to unplug all of this, and it was a kind of a nightmare. And then I piled all of that stuff on my desk, just so that I could, roll the rug out, from underneath the desk. Yeah. Not so fun. But, analog nonetheless. Okay. So, at this point, I have less photos to show you because I was in viola purgatory. I'm talking about two very quick projects back to back that needed to be recorded. Meanwhile, my friend Meister was teaching me how to mix and master my own tracks. So it was like just a lot of stuff. I'm really glad we did Analog August in this time, because this is also when VShojo kind of exploded. Anyways, I ended up doing a lot of digital art and a lot of viola recording. So viola was kind of my analog hobby, and then art had to become digital because I'm making 2 major music videos. I mean, I'm not animating them or anything, but you know, it's still a lot of drawing. But then towards the end of August, I have a little more pictures for you. Leo and I took some pictures on our date. So we found some cool things. This is $1,500, so I'll never be able to afford it, but it's really cool. I don't know what you would store in here, though. Really pretty. And then we found this pizza oven, which my audience called very Zelda-coded, and I have to agree. It's a giant fish. We enjoyed just going around this place, enjoying the weird things they had to offer. And then we went in my favorite clothing store, and every single time I go into this clothing store, I buy nothing because it's too expensive, but every time I go into this clothing store, I take pictures. Because this is like, every single time, I'm just like, if I won the lottery tomorrow, I would come right back here and buy everything in the store, because this is just like my dream style that I would wear every day. So because I can't actually afford to wear these clothes, what I do is I take pictures so that when I want to draw characters in clothes, I can have them as references. So that's kind of what I do. I go around, like, taking pictures of everything I would buy if I had money. I don't know if that's sad or not. Oh, you can see I'm wearing my James Sunderland jacket. You can see the sleeve of that. I thrifted that for $10, and it is really well made. But yes, I loved the unique ruffles on this dress. Very, very cool. I love all the different textures they have on all their stuff. I need to check the reflection of this next photo. No, it looks like we're good. I took a picture of this because it's an Aston Martin, and I am a brain-rotted VTuber. Because Aston Martin is a VTuber. I love her. Yes, Ashton Martin. Ashton. Ashton. Has anyone put her on a car yet? They really need to. But yeah, I know nothing about cars. It reminded me of the VTuber, so I took a picture. Yeah. Let me close some of my own photos. So yeah, a lot of my... Oh, and then last but not least, I ate yummy food outside of the house. This was Black King Ramen. It was so good. So this was tonkatsu ramen with squid ink broth and deep fried sesame on top. And it was so good. Actually, this is making me hungry just looking at this photo again, because this was some of the best ramen I've ever had. Mind you, I've never been to Japan. But this place was hoppin', and they were, like, really eager to shoo us out because so many people wanted their ramen. So this was fantastic. Intimidating but tasty. It was surprisingly mild flavored. Just a lot of sesame flavor. Sesame and the tonkatsu broth with just like a layer of squid ink on top. Yes, my mouth was very black after I ate this. I had to go into the mall bathroom and kind of like wash my mouth out so that I didn't look deranged for the rest of the date. But that was a lot of fun. One of my favorite dates so far. And then Princess and I ended up doing a hand cam stream. We made time for an off collab at the very end to celebrate the end of Analog August, where we played a VTuber TCG together. So let me find the VOD, because I was not streaming. But let me find the VOD on Princess's channel. Here it is. It was a lot of fun. If you can, we can show a little bit of it. So we were playing Rift Runners. And we were just at, you know, having a good old off collab, learning a game together, which was a lot of fun. Oh, I'm not showing the full VOD. Sorry about that. Here you go. Yeah. So you can see us just placing cards, trying to figure out what they do. It was a good game. I legitimately enjoyed playing it. Legitimately enjoyed learning it. We played it a little wrong. But that is, you know, as you learn a game, you're gonna do some misplays, right? I would say it's kind of, if you've played Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG and Digimon TCG, it's like those kind of merged together. And there's some definitely, like, I can tell that different decks have different strategies. I had a lot of fun. It was nice because Princess and I have never played a board game together. And you know, off collabs, whenever you have a chance to do it, it's really special. So yeah, that was my Analog August. I ended up doing less analog art than I was hoping to. But that is because I had to do so much digital art this month. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for, like, doing this with me, making it possible. Yeah. I'm honestly just happy that this idea helped you in the way you hoped. Yeah. Definitely got me back into viola. Which is good. Got me into learning new things again, even though those things were mostly digital. Ironically, I was learning music production all of August. But you will see the first cover coming out on Saturday, and then the moment I finish the illustrations for the Music Box of Fate MV, that'll be coming out too. Hopefully I will have the motivation to finish that illustration, because it's a little bit tough. It's a tough illustration for me to finish. A lot of shading that I've never done before. If you've seen, I think I have a sneak peek of it somewhere. We also did Clown Miku, but that is not analog. Let me see. Yeah. Here's a sneak peek of that music video. It's part of what I drew. Yeah. Yeah. Just remember that you can use suggestions for details work. Yes. So yeah, I did a lot of digital art. I did the Music Box of Fate music video. I still need to finish that. I did the music video for what's coming out tomorrow. Don't Tell Leo. Still a surprise, even though he's probably not very surprised anymore. He has caught me working on it several times. So, and then I also finished my rough drafts for my Project VTuber agency, VTuber Designs. So that was another, like, digital project that I ended up doing. Yeah, he caught me working on it several times. So I think he knows, but he'll officially receive it tomorrow. So yeah, that's all I really had to say today. I'm glad if you guys know, if you guys caught it, I crashed out a little on stream a few days ago about stuff. Nothing too bad. Just I needed to complain. So being able to do something positive on stream today definitely made me feel better. Made me feel like what I'm doing is not completely pointless. I'm really glad that I was able to bring my community together in some sort of way and inspire a few people to bring in more analog hobbies in their life. If I can do that, then I guess I'm not doing so bad. So thank you everybody for submitting and sharing your feelings about it. My feelings about Analog August, I didn't share that. I'm going through a bit of a tough time in my life, so it was definitely a healing experience to be able to do things that are better for me, than scroll. Did I completely avoid scrolling? No. I did not completely avoid scrolling. But you also have to remember that social media is my current job. So being able to do something outside of social media this month was very good. I needed it. So I'm glad that we did this together. So yeah, you made the effort to give your time away, and that's more important than taking it out completely. Yeah, just trying to return to analog hobbies was the goal, not, like, cutting it out completely. So yeah, hopefully I can get Music Box of Fate viola music video out very shortly, because the actual recording is already mixed and mastered. But I have a little surprise at the end of the music video that I would like to have illustration for. So I have to not just finish this, but also a little bit of a credits scene. So yeah, I will work hard and get that done. Thank you everybody for your support during the tough times. Hopefully we can get back to having a consistently good time on this channel. Next week, I am going over submissions. So, for those of you who don't know, let me grab up my Tweeter. Yeah. Okay. On my page. Okay. So, where is it? Here. So I would like to start doing more easy yap content on my channel. Easy for me. And I feel like if I'm given something, some sort of submission from either my audience or people outside my audience, it's easier for me to have kind of a catalyst for topics to talk about. So in order for me to yap more on stream, and in order for me to also be helpful to other people, I'd like to start a new kind of thing, new oldish. It's not like I've never done this before, but I'm trying to bring back a concept, which is just trying to help out creators with their direction. So I've basically made a call on social media, all social media that I have, we're doing male VTubers this round, but we'll see, like, after male VTubers what I do. Might do artists, might do like, cartoony VTubers, like, who knows? Male VTubers is just the first category that I came up with. And if we check out the channel review, so I'm really just looking for channels that I can look at clips. We're gonna watch clips together, and then we're going to listen to what feedback this VTuber wants, and you and I are gonna work together to respectfully give these creators some feedbacks on where to take their channel next. So if you're interested, as long as you've matched these eligibilities, you can submit a few clips to me and a question, and we're just gonna review these on stream. It's really laid back. I'm trying to be laid back about my content. I'm trying to not be so high-strung, because when I get high-strung and I worry about the quality of every single minute, things don't get done. So I'm hoping to just have a laid-back stream similar to this one, where we just kind of go through submissions, and whatever comes to mind I'm going to talk about. The only thing I really have to be very careful to do is we're gonna give constructive criticism and compliments. So it's really just a matter of we all gotta be respectful. And as long as we can all be respectful, I think this will go well. And I feel like I finally have an audience where I can expect respect out of. So I'm really, really excited to come back to this kind of review style content. So yeah, if this sounds like something you want to do as a male VTuber, or, you know, creator in the future, depending on what the next category is going to be, look out for those streams. That's going to be next Friday. And I'm going to announce that it's next Friday pretty soon. I just need to remember to do it. Okay. And then the last announcement is, assuming all goes well, Leo and I will be back live in about, let's see, right now it's 10 a.m. We'll be live in about 6 to 8 hours with Slay the Spire for Leo's birthday. The reason I am not, like, 100% definite on that is I have a loved one who is currently getting heart surgery, so depending on how that goes, I might not feel like streaming after that. So just depending on, you know, how that goes. But assuming it goes well, we will be live. We will be live, and in high spirits. But there's a slight chance, you know, depending on if that has any complications, that I might not be live later. But the moment I know, I will just, ping my Discord. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you for participating in Analog August. Feel free to submit if you are a male VTuber. This is gonna be a thing for a while. Where I just go through this list and we watch clips together. And so, yeah. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We are gonna try to raid out on Twitch and YouTube today. Because that's something I'm trying to learn. So let's raid out on YouTube first. I do not know if I have anyone who I know is live on the YouTube side. Let's see. If I go here, live stream, and we go to edit, and then we go to customization, and we redirect, and we add cat looks like no one I follow is live. Uh-oh. Darn. Alright. Never mind. I guess we are... Let's just search VTuber, I guess. And see if I see anyone who I recognize. Yomi! Oh, no, that's not live. That's upcoming. Oh, Yome Mita! Yeah. No, is that live? I can't tell. I'm so bad at this. Live redirect. VTuber. Yeah. Okay. Think the best thing we can do is live redirect to this singing VTuber. And they are a Japanese speaker, so please be respectful of that. Enjoy the music, YouTube, and thank you everybody so much for watching, and take care, Bat Bunch. We're gonna end stream now, and then it should live redirect. And okay, looks like that went through. So let's